Hey, you. Did you even know that the Detroit Supercross happened last night at the time of this recording? Well, if you didn't, you should have, because it was probably the most entertaining night show of the entire season. Whether it had to do with certain riders' actions that are going to affect the championship implications for the rest of the season, or if it was just people straight up dying on the track, like this. All right, that was a bit dramatic, but you get the point. The track brought a lot of action, and it might have hurt a lot of people. But we're here to talk about the ups and the downs of what occurred last night. And I just want to make sure you guys need to be engaging with my socials, my TikTok, my Instagram, and my Twitter. Join my Discord server. If you're watching this video, you have an obligation to fulfill, and it's to join that Discord server. But yeah, we're just gonna get straight into this one, guys. So to kick it off, I guess we're gonna start with the Caden Dudney crash that happened in the heat race. That was a pretty gnarly get off. He was going pretty fast in the whoops, kind of slammed on the floor, but a really respectful ride to still make the main. Although he did not get a great result. Just to make the main there was huge for him. Just shows kid got heart. I think he just needs to keep getting that experience under his belt. He's still only 16 years old, so just got to keep moving forward, man. Roll with the punches. Definitely probably feeling pretty sore right now, but hey, that's the game. And now to speak on the man of the hour, Cole Davies. He was exceptional last night. He got a pretty bad start, actually, and he just wove his way through the entire pack and pretty effortlessly, too. That pass for the lead on Hammaker was incredible. I know that Hammaker did kind of get a slow run through the whoops there, but Cole Davies is unreal in the whoop pads, man. He is just he's untouchable. He's really untouchable in that section. Nobody can be faster than him. I honestly think he's probably, of both classes, the fastest in the whoop section. So, yeah, he's saying that this is how he knows how to ride. It's going to be pretty hard to beat him. He's on a three main event win streak. Definitely nothing to complain about in the Cole Davies program. I think he's doing very good. He's really starting to flourish now. He's just getting more and more experience. It's still only his second year, as a pro. So just getting that experience under your belt, that's all you need to be doing. And if that means getting a title this year, then, chase after it, kid. There's nothing really more to say about him. Moving on to Seth Hammaker, I honestly thought he looked pretty good leading up to the main. I thought he was riding good. I thought he was going to have a good chance of winning the main event there, especially after he got a good start and Cole Davies didn't. But I guess he just didn't have enough, to beat him. And, this is starting to become a little concerning for him, I would say, because obviously he wants to be in the title fight. He deserves to be in the title fight. He just needs to find that extra level. He needs to start getting some wins. But honestly, second, you can't really complain there. You weren't the best guy, but you got second place. So I guess that's all you could really ask for. Moving on to Joe Shimoda, he got a third place. He was just, he was below the mark last night, and it really showed. He didn't ride good. He just didn't ride good, and to still get a third place, although he was battling with Cody Schock. No disrespect to Cody Schock because he's really fast. I mean, he is underrated in my opinion. But you shouldn't be battling with Cody Shock. You should be battling with Hammaker, and he was for a little bit. But he even said it post race. He said he just didn't ride good, and it's something he needs to work on. He needs to fix. But I don't know how much longer we can keep throwing that he's not 100% card, because I don't know. It seemed to be that he was getting better every week, but I don't know. He kind of regressed a little bit. But you can't always be on top of your game every single time you go out there. So maybe it's just one little hiccup. Now, actually, speaking of Cody Shock, I did want to talk about him for a little bit. He rode great. He rode great. He's definitely one of the stronger guys in the class, I feel like. Yeah, he's showing real signs of, he could improve a lot this season. I hope he does get at least a couple podiums. I think he's definitely worthy of doing so. He kind of might have to bank on one of the top three guys having an off night, kind of like Joe did. But I like what I see from Cody Shock. Hopefully the club guys are pleased with his work as well, which I'm sure they are. They probably have been for the past, while. So yeah, I mean, I just wanted to give props to Cody Shock because he's doing pretty good, and I like watching him as a rider. So I also wanted to touch on the Nate Thrasher situation where he went down pretty hard in the whoop section. Honestly, that whoop section threw all the Yamaha guys out for a loop, I guess, except for Cole Davies because he excelled in them. But yeah, it's just unfortunate because he was building up a little lead there, and he just threw it all away. And it sucks because Nate Thrasher, for the past few years, he should be a guy that's competing for wins, but he's not. And now he definitely just cut his chances a lot more. I don't know the state he's in right now. I'm not sure if he's like actually long-term injured or not. That could be, me lacking on, the media side of things. I haven't checked on that, but yeah, I mean, now I just don't see a way where he's going to get a win. I think he needs to try to rack up some podiums if he's still going to be racing for the season. But if not, then just going to have to wait till outdoors, I guess. So unlucky for Mr. Thrasher. And then I kind of wanted to talk about the Simonson Shock little freak incident that happened. Simonson pretty much just hit like one of the nastiest transfers I've ever seen, and then goes across 3 lanes of oncoming traffic. Obviously, I'm exaggerating, but I thought it was awesome. I thought it was brilliant. Just the ability on the bike he displayed there. I mean, he turned down, whipped into the mound of dirt off the side of the triple, and then went over, transferred back into the other rhythm section, into the turn. I thought it was great. I just wanted to throw that in there because you don't see that often in Supercross. I thought it was awesome to see. So yeah, now we're gonna shift our focus towards the 450 class, which big things were happening. Alrighty, well, to kick off the 450 class, I think the elephant in the room. Well, I guess there's two, but first the winner, Ken Roczen. I mean, the guy has been riding exceptional the past 2 weeks. Birmingham, he got a bad start, but he was the fastest guy on the track that day, and yeah, he was straight up the best guy last night, and he did everything he needed to do. He passed Prado at the start, had a lead. He did say that he was running a little bit of a slower pace at the beginning. Sexton was slowly creeping his way toward the back of Roczen there, along with Hunter latching on to Sexton. But a couple line changes, and he was pulling away. He was out of there, about a 7-second lead on Sexton, and yeah, I mean, he's back in this points race. Only 14 down, obviously, with pretty significant events that occurred involving Hunter Lawrence. But yeah, he's right back in this thing. And if he is going to be this strong, moving forward, he has an actual shot. And I'm excited to see how he attacks these next few weeks, especially because he's been pretty frustrated with people have been saying about him fading in the championship. That he's not, he can't take it all the way. So yeah, he kind of has a fire. He's got a fire lit right now. So let's see where he plans to take that. Now I think we gotta address the Hunter Lawrence situation. Crazy crash he had. He hit the ground really hard. And then, he had issues with his bike involving the front brake. So, I mean, I I wanted to say, I mean, he's been fantastic all year. All around, he's been the best guy, obviously. But I had a feeling at some point he would have a blow up race. I didn't think it would happen like that, that significantly. But yeah, he had his blow up race. The field is evened out now. Tomac has had 2 throwaway races, and now Hunter Lawrence had his 1. So it's on now. It is really on. Only 4 points down, which is he's still in a pretty good spot here. So yeah, I mean Hunter, if he just keeps riding, because he probably, I wouldn't have been surprised if he passed Sexton before the end of the race, get second place. So yeah, I mean, what do you get, 18th? It's just really unfortunate to see. Glad he's not hurt though, at least not too badly. So yeah, I mean Hunter Lawrence, he just needs to try to go back to his winning ways. And now Chase Sexton, his first ride back since he got hurt in preparation for Daytona, and he did good. This is exactly what he needed to do. He's back on track. I think now all the pressure of trying to be in this championship hunt, all those expectations are gone, and people set such a high standard for Chase. He was definitely getting in his head mentally before. Everyone knows how good he can be, and I think since all of that is kind of out of the picture now, all he needs to do is just focus on individually doing good instead of just trying to be consistent in the championship. So I think this was a very good weekend for him. He got a heat race win and then a second place. Pretty good confidence boosters. Maybe he can get a win by the end of the season. It's just going to be tough when Tomac, Roczen, and Hunter, they're in the form that they're in. So just moving forward, Chase has just got to keep trying to get podiums, I think, and top 5s. And honestly, if I were him, I'd start preparing for outdoors right now. Now, Malcolm Stewart, he had a great showing this weekend. Good speed. Yeah, I was impressed with him. He was pulling away from Tomac. We'll talk about this Tomac situation in a second. But yeah, I mean, it was kind of a quiet performance, but he got it done, and we know that he's capable of doing these things. So way to go, Malcolm. Definitely doing the fans a favor with that one. I'm just going to briefly touch on Justin Cooper. I think he did fine. Just kind of a classic Justin Cooper performance. He did get by Tomac, which was good for him, but yeah, just another average day for Cooper. Nothing much to really, take away from it. So, yeah, just keep trying to improve. And now this is pretty important, but Eli Tomac, there's something going on here. Last week in Birmingham, he was really off the mark. He got a podium still, but he was really off the mark from Kenny and Hunter. But last night, I don't even know what was going on, man. He just didn't look there. He just didn't look like he was there and ready to fight. I could even see it from the heat race. There wasn't any urgency. I don't know. He just kind of was missing a step. And that's not good. Especially if he sees Hunter Lawrence down and, he's in a pretty wild predicament there, like he's not getting up. So in his head, you would think, oh my gosh, like I have to go right now. I have to go and get up front. Because if it's the Tomac we've been seeing from the beginning of the season, he would have got second place if he was as good as we know he can be. I think he would have gotten to second place. So I think he just, Obviously, just a little slump here. I hope it doesn't carry on into the next rounds. But yeah, something needs to change for Eli. I don't know if it's the bike. I don't know if it's the tracks. But I would like to think that he thrives in tracks like these with, sticky, high traction tracks. But I don't know. He was just off the mark. Not. He was just underwhelming. And, fighting with Cooper Webb and Justin Cooper for fourth place and ends up getting fifth. It's just, you needed to maximize your points, and now you only have a 4 point points lead. And you could have, a 10 points lead. So just, he needs to clean it up. And I think he will. But obviously, we're just going to have to wait and see because, yeah, this is a pretty critical point of the season. And then to close it out, we're going to talk about Cooper Webb. I actually thought he was riding pretty good. He was pretty quick the whole day in the main. He had a good pace, and then obviously the Prado takeout. That was that was pretty bad even for Cooper Webb. But honestly, the thing that I feel like is kind of an issue is that's kind of what Gavin Towers did to Pierce Brown, and or not Gavin Towers, Evan Ferry. Evan Ferry did that to Pierce Brown. He got a penalty. I feel like this is the problem with the AMA. They're inconsistent, and that's not good. It's just 1 week they want to penalize everybody in the roster, and then the next week they'll let anything fly. And I don't know if you guys saw Shane Malcorath's Instagram story. I don't know if it's still. It probably won't be up by the time the video is up, but he wiped Vince Freezy wiped out McElrath. That was worse, way worse than the Prado takeout. Vince Freezy should be penalized, but of course they're not going to do anything. So, yeah, that's pretty much going to be it. It was a very eventful weekend. And then now we're going to have the East-West shootout in St. Louis. It's going to be exciting. Let's see if Deegan could get 7 in a row or if Davies could get 4 in a row. So, yeah, pretty good things to look forward to. And I think you can't really count anything out in these, at least in the 250 East and the 450 Championship especially. So, yeah, let's just see where the road takes us, fellas. I'll see you guys next week.